I never saw like a vision per se for myself to do those sort of things, right? Whether it was like because of like anxieties or like the type of content, whatever it was, right? But like the reality hit that like I got hired to travel and experience something like this, right? Was just mind boggling. Yo!
Nerds.
I don't think
like 2 acts.
I don't think I'd even like the most I'd give you is maybe like $5.
Oh, then I'll drop it for sure then.
See, that's how
If you met me with a duffel bag and I opened it, it's only $5, I'll knock you out.
Imagine you.
I would knock you out. What would you do? So cold.
What would you like? Okay.
Actually, first we go to your chin.
What if we shook? What if we shook on it and everything? Like you're like we're good and we're good. You're like yeah. You don't check the bag.
No. I would have.
No. At that point, you
open the bag.
Then you. But then
I would never shake on nothing unless the bag's not open.
But then you didn't honor like. But
you didn't honor. The bag's empty.
Like,
what do you mean? You're shaking. You're talking about shaking on it.
Imagine that. That would be wild.
No.
That would be wild.
If you try to shake my hand, I'll be like, easy now, open the bag. And if I saw $5 there, it's like I saw $5. My
where's the rest?
My fist is meeting your chin fat.
I would just be like, there's a debit card under it. That's where you fucked up.
I mean, what the
Bro,
what the
what is
fuck
that
am
card
I supposed
going
to do? Is that like a card for me?
Speaking of conflict, did you guys see recently Cheeto Vera on Raw Talk with Bradley Martin?
Who's Cheeto? I don't even know.
So Cheeto, he's a fighter, a UFC fighter, right? And like, so Bradley's like shtick or like his fucking entertainment piece or bit, whatever, lately has been asking like real fighters, if we were to get in a street fight, would you be able to beat me?
Yeah.
Right. And like for those who don't know Bradley Martin, he's like 6'3", 250-pound bodybuilder, been on gears for years, right? But Cheeto literally was like, I will murder you. And like Bradley's like whoa, but like just kind of like brush it off.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, like you're talking like street fight, like no like referee. And Brad's like, yeah, no referee. He's like, you think you would murder me? Right? And Cheeto's like, nah, dog, like I'd be playing with your guts. Like, he's like, I have that in me, man. He's like, that's in me. Like I'm not playing.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
All of a sudden, Bradley's like, fuck you. I woke up the beast.
Fuck. Even too, I think he said that he's like, I'll stick my fingers in your eye or something like that. Like just like to that extreme. I'm like, but even to be a UFC fighter, you have to be like that different. Like you have to have like a different.
You have
complex.
to kind of love the pain. Yeah. Love the struggle, love the fucking. You get punched in the face, it excites you because you're ready to retaliate with fucking more punches.
Yeah,
like you're kind of like not crazy, but your clock is working differently for sure, bro. 100%.
Come on, let's be serious. Most of them pretty crazy.
Yeah, like reminds me of I remember Chris Tuscan in RMC.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of those lads where like in the winter he'll wear no long sleeve, no fucking short sleeve. He wear nothing. He'll be so cold. He'll tackle someone. He go, yeah. He's like, I love you. You get bruises and shit. Like some people are just like
psychotic.
Yeah. Hey, some of
it just different.
Get fired up in different ways, right?
But we kind of saw that in Tough Mudder too.
Yeah.
Some fucking crazy people, you know.
That definitely like Tough Mudder. It's been a minute, boys. It's been a minute since like we've been together and like been able to discuss this, but. Yeah, Tough Mudder brought out the dog in some people, and like even just like little like winces of it in the group.
Yeah,
like I think it helped like a lot of us like with the obstacles, the teamwork, like just like the ability. And no one wanted to be like the trailer in the group. You know what I mean, right? Yeah. So like it definitely like it was a good group of guys, and we pushed each other. Like,
and it reminded us that we still got it. You know what I mean? Like we all our team was fucking solid, bro. With the like uniforms and completed all the obstacles. I think we completed probably like 95% of the obstacles.
I think there was everything. There's
like as a team.
There's one that would like it was the only one, which was a freaking
the doorknob. You got it,
doorknob. David got through. We crushed through it, but like
it cheated though.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, still did. It's still.
That's the thing though, is to do it. Yeah, it's just still to do it. But like overall, like going back to what he's saying, it's like the fact that we still had it. I think that's what kind of made me happy. Where it's like, yeah, we're 28, but it's like still feel 20. I can do what I was doing at 15.
Buddy, there he goes again with the age thing.
Yeah,
like acting like we're old.
We are.
You've been doing that lately.
You don't feel like a 28-year-old. You don't feel old at 28?
No, dog, bro.
I do.
Especially now, like seeing the things that like were so like two things, right? Like with Colombia, that was a big perspective change, and we'll get into that, right? But like my eyes really opened to like possibility in this world, right? But on top of that, all three of us sit here as entrepreneurs, and like we've had some deep conversation about business lately, but we also all have businesses going on outside of this, right? To be able to see like changes and growth and everything. Our businesses are young. We're still young as fuck too, man.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of time to like invest in these things and like live a good solid life and enjoy it to the fullest, man.
Yeah.
And make sure that like we in this, like we're doing this sort of thing. We're surviving,
Yeah.
right?
Like when you're at work and you keep on looking at the clock, it seems like it's going slower.
Yeah.
That's what you keep on doing when you keep on reminding yourself 28 with 28 with 28. It's
I
like,
li- but
it's like holy fuck, we just started.
On
bro.
top of that, bro, people are living past past 100, like
Yeah.
pretty like what's the word? Like frequently now,
Yeah.
right? So like even if we're getting to 100, you're at what, a quarter of your lifespan, bro?
If that, yeah.
And you're calling that old?
See, I just think it's like old. Maybe it's
And majority of that, well, not majority, but like your childhood and all that, it's kind of a fugazi. Like when you really
Yeah.
think about it, so you haven't really experienced those years.
That's what I'm saying.
I
So
would
like,
say.
I think
You know
it's
what I mean?
when I say it's like I've just like me personally. Maybe it's also the attachment where we had 2 years that got taken away because of COVID, right? Like,
that's such a
like,
victim mentality.
No, I'm just saying,
Oh my
listen.
god, I got 2 years taken away from
I'm
me
just saying,
because
put
of
it in
COVID.
perspective like this. It's like there's so much time that like I guess I personally didn't take advantage of. Another where I'm 28, it's where I think I'd be in a further position. That's where I look at it. I don't look at it like, oh, I'm 28.
What about
I'm
there was
old.
some people who were fucking all of their 20s was in a war.
No, 100%. But like I'm
No,
saying, but I'm looking at it from my perspective. I'm not looking at like you know what I mean.
But I'm just trying to break that cap that you have in your head that like you're older.
And
You're
what-
28. You're a fucking baby or you're a young
100%.
boy.
I'm not saying I'm not.
You're
I'm
young-
just
and
saying
what are
in
you
my
comparing-
mind.
Do you need to take Viagra?
No.
You're good then Buffy.
Yo, shut up.
Yo,
Yo.
this guy.
Let's ask him, do you take Viagra?
Why do you at this point?
That's what I mean. He's a young bull. Why is he worried
True.
about it? That's what I'm saying.
But, like,
It's not.
Who
I
are you
don't, like, I
comparing-
don't look
who
at
are
it as a
you
worry. It's
comparing
more
these-
just like a comparison of like where I am in my life. Literally, it's
But
just like
what are you comparing these achievements to? Because you're saying it's a
I
comparison
think
to where you are in life.
realistically, it's like, and it's it's like just looking at social media, which is like a bad thing, and that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm 28, and like and that's the thing. Social media will show you the people who are doing the best at your age and stuff like that. So that's where you'll set a comparison. I'm like, oh, I should be here, and that's maybe where I have that. But it's just also I'm like, I've had always this dreamer mindset where I thought I'd be, and currently I'm not far, but I'm not where I'm at. And that's why when I say I'm old, it's just like that deadline of like personally where I'm like, when I want to have kids and do this, I just thought I'd be a little further ahead in the plan. That's why when I say I feel old.
Do you feel rushed to have kids right now?
No, but like for example, it's like I set a deadline in my head, right? So it's like you have to also like if you set a deadline, you have to almost follow through as far like with this especially. Like I want to follow through as far as I can with it. Gotta have the home set, nest, everything like that. Then boom, that's when you get that. But it's like it's a process too, right? Because like you can't just have a kid by yourself, right?
There's technology.
Yeah.
These days. It played, but
Like you get what I'm
No.
saying, right? It's like going back to it, I say when I think
can't just
when I
have
say
a kid
old,
by yourself,
when I say
obviously,
old, I
come
just
up.
think a lot of it is like I just think of like where my set plan was, and I think I'm like maybe 3-4 years behind.
You know,
in my
fair
mind.
enough. But like, who's to say that the bigger plan isn't for you to not like experience that at an older age for reasons? You know, who's to say that if you were to bring like someone into this world within the last 5 years, that poor child would have maybe been, I don't know, like could have been good, could have been wrong, but there's always like I find like it happens for a reason in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wouldn't stress that, bro.
No, I don't think I was. No, there's no kid in like the last. I'm just saying maybe financial and like maybe experiences, endeavors I would have wanted to take on. Like you know what I mean? For example, I wish I've traveled more continents. For example, that
I know,
would've been
but
one
what
thing.
I always say though is like, and I say this to myself too. It's not just to you. It's like that could have been done if things were aligned. If mentally and like if we were more disciplined.
100%.
So it's like is that you can't be talking on regret, like you know what I mean?
But that's why I
Like,
say I feel old because it's the fact that like I'm at this certain age.
what,
and
you
those
can't
things-
travel anymore?
No,
Bro,
I'm saying it's like
listen. At the end of the day, 1 year can do a lot.
100%.
Trust me, 2 years can do a lot. 3 years, 4 years, holy shit! You could travel the whole world in 4 years, buddy.
No, I'm not denying
So
that.
so
I'm just, like as I said to you before, it's just what I thought in my brain, And then
But what did you do to actively take steps to achieve that?
well, to be honest, this year I traveled more than I have in like all those years. Like I went 3
Right.
different destinations. Like probably gonna do a fourth by the end of it. So it's
Easy
like
now.
that. Like going back, it's like yeah, these things maybe before I didn't do it. Obviously, it's like also too. It's like maybe the plans I didn't follow through on before. Now I got to at this point because things just aligned better. I was able to save more money. I was able to maybe travel more extravagantly than I would have before. But it's like I don't know. I like.
For me, it's just like there's two ways. It's like you just close that and focus on now and what you've been doing, and just know that in 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, you could fucking travel this whole world, and then you'll be what? You'll be barely 30, and then sure, I'll let you start talking about, oh my god, we're 30 now. Sure,
Fair.
because you're complete. But like that's it.
Yeah.
There's no point in looking
I get
back.
what you're saying.
You know what I mean? And that's the mindset that I think had to be broken within me. And I'm sure you and your trip to Colombia, you've just seen nobody with a cap.
Oh yeah, bro, it was insane. So like that experience on its own, like I don't know how much I could talk about the event, but basically we were there. I was hired to do videography for a mentorship program, and
boy.
like yeah, like fucking crazy, right? Like that was like honestly putting it out there, that was my first videography contract, and like this guy knows it as well too, right? But the like the unlocking of vision for something that like I've been putting constant effort into, and like the reward necessarily aspect hasn't been there, right? Like I've seen the benefit of like the network created and like the opportunity and the people that we get to meet, right? Like Nüvida has put me in that spot, editing full time and growing this brand. But to see that correlates and turned into something like that alone was like its own mind-blowing experience. And then on top of that, so I got put in a room with 10 men. Out of the 10 men there, I believe there was only one earner that was less than $1 million a year, right? So like, you know how they say like always sit at the table with like people that like that you can learn from, don't be the smartest guy in the room. But I was literally like the like, to me I felt like a little fish, like I felt like a fucking
Perfect.
like dunce in the room at times, bro. Like, but I was a sponge. Like questions galore. Some of these guys were probably annoyed as fuck by how much questions I'd be asking, or like the depth of my questions, right? But like none of them didn't like brush it off. Like they all like for the most part all gave me like good answers, good conversation. Like I learned a lot about business, a lot about opportunity and the possibilities of business, a lot about creating businesses within your business, the structure of business, how to leverage credit with business, just everything that you need to do to kind of like grow and build something that will be successful. And the other crazy thing was like no limiting mindset. Not a single one of these guys was like, oh, what if this doesn't work out? Or oh, it does, like I'm not gonna be making money. Like I'm just gonna go, like not a single one of them did I ever like you would even get the thought to cross the mind and be like, oh, they're gonna go back to a factory someday, right? Or anything like that. They're just all different kind of drives and like pushing forward, and to be around those mentalities, it was huge. It's for just opening up things like to the ability to like live, right? To live. And then on top of that, so today is October 18th, right? 18th or 19th? 19th.
19th.
Today's October 19th. So
I 8/19 right now, exactly.
Jesus.
Wow.
8/19? It's no, it's not, it's 9.
No,
It was 9 when we
9/19.
reset the cameras,
9/19,
yo.
9/19.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Holy.
Okay, go on.
Buddy, all right. But no, so what I was gonna say, there was October 14th last year, 2022, was my last day at my corporate job. So at the same time, like it's been one full year.
It was a good omen.
one full year to like reflect on.
Crazy.
And like holy fuck, boys. Like holy fuck. Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like Colombia was huge on like opening my perspective to like that whole like timeline in life, and like how much can change, and like doubling down on those decisions and businesses and everything like that. Like it was huge for that kind of stuff.
That's amazing, bro. That's so good. I guess what was the top 3 things that you took out of that experience?
So one was just like the mentorship, right? Because like whether these guys like actively knew it or not, they were all mentoring me, right? Like that was just like what I like. That was such a big part of me landing this contract, and and working together with in that sector, right?
Yeah.
So the mentorship, like just from everyone, from the host to all other 9 participants that were there, learning and having like good business development conversations. 2 would be the culture experience. So we went to both Panama. So I'm hogging the joint here. That's my bad.
No stress,
But
brother.
I don't know if it's lit there.
Yeah.
But so we went to two different countries. We went to Panama first, and then we went to Colombia, and then we went also to Guatapé and Medellin within Colombia. So a couple different
Yeah.
spots. But so like 2 different experiences where like Panama was like its own beast. Like
Were they very culturally similar, or
very similar. Like they're both Spanish speaking, I guess, but
Yeah.
like it's weird. So like Panama is like a US sanctioned like body for a period of time, and then it's just like it seems like there's a lot of money invested in Panama, but it's not.
Mhm.
Like even when we were in the downtown or like richer portions of it, it didn't seem like that.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful place. Don't get me wrong.
This is gonna be a
Coastal line
tough
was
question, and I
insane.
hate to fucking ask
Yeah.
you. Where are the hottest girls in Panama or Colombia?
Oh, Colombia. That's not even a question. Colombia.
We've all heard this.
Colombia.
Okay,
Okay.
Don't say it too loud. Sergio's about to be dancing right now somewhere.
Yeah, you can
Once
mention
Once
that.
he hears that,
Jeez, Colombia. But so there was a lot more like older ruins, a lot more like poverty, like poor, like on the street. And this is like what it felt like in like Panama.
Yeah.
In Colombia, Guatapé specifically, this gorgeous little city with this big ass rock, 700 stairs. This is the reason I quit smoking recently, actually. This fucking rock. 700 stairs. I was every 50 stairs I was hunched over wheezing. So when I say quit smoking, it was like I was back into chronically vaping again, which is one of those fucking vices that I always have a hard time kicking. So during this this vaping, right? Like it just gets out of control, vaping too much. The moment we land, like, and this happens anytime I like go on vacation. I say that like I go a lot, but the moment we land in Colombia, I was like, fuck, I wonder if they got menthols here.
yeah.
Because if y'all ever had a menthol cigarette, bro,
And they're
like, for
banned here in
y'all that know,
Canada.
you know, right? And they're banned in Canada.
I had
so-
some on my honeymoon. Whoosh.
Oh,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah, they do hit differently.
So
Like,
from the moment we landed in Colombia, was chain smoking them bitches, right? And it literally was vaping translated to cigarette smoking. Like
Yeah.
fucking, if I could have a cigarette in my hand, like
Why not?
yeah,
yeah.
right. So as I was climbing that fucking rock, every 50 stairs, I was hunched over, wheezing like crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was intense.
Were you the only one
What?
that was like affected like that? or what?
Well, on top of this, I was also carrying about 30 pounds worth of camera equipment.
Yeah.
Like, so like I was the only one like in those parameters, right? There's other people, like other smokers there and stuff, but they were all moving pretty nice.
Yeah.
But
We'll blame the camera equipment, bro. Just like, come on, you know? You're like the military. You're
No,
getting
but I hear
trained.
that. I hear that.
but so Guadalupe, beautiful, clean area. There's people that would ask for money, but like it was just kind of like they come around while you're like at the shops or stuff, just be like, oh, like extra money,
Yeah.
like nothing crazy, right? But there wasn't like the same kind of poverty that I saw in Panama and the same like sleeping in the streets,
Yeah.
right? Then in Medellin, where we were at was like more of a party area, so you didn't see like there was definitely more beggars. But like as soon as like a certain time of day hit, like they were all gone.
All
like
gone,
same thing,
yeah.
you don't see them in the street or anything
Yeah.
like that. And we even went up to Community 13, which was like a lot of history. It's like kind of like a favela type. Like I know favelas are in like Brazil, like more Southern America,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
a favela type setup, like literally on a hillside. Got some insane photos up there. But like that was supposed to be the more poor area, and like there was like a concert going on in the street, and like they was
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Like everyone, there was a soccer match going on, so like TVs literally just brought curbside and
Yeah.
people standing in front just watching, like just different.
I
kinda
remember you
shit.
told me
different
you're like it's weird. You kind of we're like how is everyone making money? Because everyone seems like they're
Mhm.
kind of enjoying themselves. Like they're kind of just like
Yeah.
disconnected from everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was interesting. Like everyone had the hustle there, but like at times you couldn't even tell what the hustle was. Like
Yeah.
How was the safety factor? Like going
So-
around and traveling.
that was the other like crazy thing. Like I get it, I was with a group of 10 other men, but like there was a lot of times just due to like filming and stuff where I would be off on my own.
Yeah.
I had a crossbody strap with a titanium clip for the main camera on like a mounting rig, and then a wrist strap on the secondary camera that basically just kind of stayed in my hands. And like there was times where like I was told like just hold on tighter to the equipment, like the possibility of something like could be here, but I never felt
Yeah.
like, and this might be naiveness,
Yeah.
right? Or like arrogance or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or like just
But
overconfident.
yeah, but it wasn't like it wasn't like a I'm a like bad man ready to fight or anything. It was just kind of like I didn't feel threatened, right? Like
Yeah.
I felt like I was around
Like you
good
don't see
people,
no
good
fucking
culture.
people just staring in the corners, lurking
Yeah,
like you do in
that's
Honduras
Mhm.
or like El Salvador back in the day.
Yeah. Well, it's just like
Kelly kicked all them out.
even
But I get
to-
what you mean, though. I
well,
get exactly what you
it's
mean.
any vacation spot when they tell you go like be careful when you're off the resorts because like that's when you see the pockets and like obviously it's like some people are there to do bad. There's others that aren't. But
Well,
like,
and there was one. So we went on the metro when we went to Central.
Yeah.
From Medellin, and so when we went down to the subway, the police actually stopped us and was like, guys, like everything out of your pockets, watch your pockets, like put them in bags, wear bags on the front, sort of thing, like. Just like that's the only time where they were like, "Yo, be on it." But the police were literally sitting there, like,
Yes.
kind of, and like obviously, like they recognized we were a group, so like there was just an extra eye on us, just in case, sort of
Yeah.
thing. But that shit was hectic. The metro, bro. You think like I've never been on a subway before,
Yeah.
right? But like you think of like a packed bus from the route to Fanshawe,
Bro, it's
right?
that
Like
shit's
you know
horrible.
that
Probably
was
like Amsterdam.
Man,
bro. I literally had people fucking shoving me like
Yeah.
like
Man,
you know
yeah.
like for
worst
more
one?
space to get in.
the
Yo.
worst one is after Veld, trying to get back to like out of down like that area. When you get on the subway, everybody's fucked up. Everybody's just like drunk, screaming, and you're packed like sardines, all trying to get out. It's so fucked up.
Oh,
Yeah. But yo, I'm sure you got a lot of nice pictures and video. Like, how was that? How was the whole experience?
Yes. So that was actually third on the list because you asked for three things. Sorry,
Yeah.
I got off on a tangent.
Yeah, no worries, no
But
worries.
that was the third thing. Was actually so I went through. I've been through a chunk of the footage, and then I went through the photos yesterday. And like I'm not gonna lie, like I had a moment, like one of the photos pulled up, and I hadn't done any corrections or touch ups yet for it, and I was just kind of looking at this photo, and I was like, fuck, like I took that.
Yeah.
Like I took that and like it was just I like the whole trip, like I told myself like to only shoot in manual, don't prioritize like any specific setting, just kind of like do what feels right, like just kind of take your shots. And like there was a couple shots that like I was like fuck.
That's dope. Bro.
Like cuz like I'm not going to lie, it's been a minute since I've taken photos.
yeah.
Right? So like
Yeah.
I've been so like video oriented and like video editing oriented, right? Like that takes up so much time.
Yeah.
But it's been a minute since I took photos. So like that was the third thing, was like I like had a big appreciation, just kind of like damn, like
That's amazing, bro.
I'm capable and like damn,
Yeah.
like you know, so
Good,
sort of
bro.
thing.
Good for you, bro. I can't really see the fucking pictures in the
What
all the
was,
videos and the content.
What was a big like thing that you picked up on like as you were traveling through and like getting this like new experience of like photography on the go or traveling like through the world?
They like
Was it like
I'm
being
sorry, like that quite like it
so
didn't
like
really
was it,
come out.
it was loaded,
Like-
but it's like was it like just being open to like
What
kind
was
of
the
going
question? What was the question?
like what was like the biggest thing you got out? Like were you being like more free where you like as you said you were gonna be by yourself, so now you're going down alleyways? Is it those are the pictures that are better, or are you like trying to actually build a picture by setting a scene?
Oh, okay. So I get what you're saying. Yeah. This actually like one of the guys asked me this pretty early on because he was into content creation. I personally don't like shooting people. I don't like just like I don't know. I like it's never been like an enjoyment piece for like I don't know whether it's like giving directions of like how to pose or like set for a photo. Like I don't find enjoyment in that. I like for object photography, like product photography, shoes. You guys have seen like the shoe pics
Yeah.
before, right? So um there was just a lot, like, it was definitely, like, so I got some amazing, people portraits and shit, but there was these, like, just different signs, like, street signs and,
Yeah,
like
unique stuff.
yeah, unique, like, a lot more things, like, the last set of photos I was going through, like, it's just my art folder, and, it was just of all art pieces in one of these fucking mega mansions that I was
Yeah,
at, right? Because
yeah,
we were fucking touring big ass homes, but, um, I was just like, "Damn." Again, like, one of those moments where I was like, A, I took these photos, and B, like, "Damn, like, this looks like
yeah,
it's, like, nice like that," right? Like,
yeah,
the art piece. So I would say the object photography, like, just the ability for what I was able to shoot a little bit more creative stuff, that's where I find a little bit more enjoyment. Like,
yeah,
take 5 photos of this neon light, right? And each photo is you're adjusting a little bit here and there to get the right kind of reflection,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
But that's yeah.
That's dope, bro. I fucking love that.
Would
Damn,
would
that's a great experience for you, David.
Yeah, man,
if
And
you
that's
like,
have,
crazy.
it's so crazy how he said it's like one of those things that came out of like you like producing for how long? Like you haven't just been producing for this. You've been producing for a while. You've been making content, except like in touch with like the editing, in touch with the pictures, in touch with the videos for so long. Like probably as a kid, you know what I mean? Or probably as young, and like now
Mhm.
finally, it's like that moment. It didn't just come. It's probably years and years and years and years and
yeah,
years of
Mhm.
doubting yourself, doubting yourself, doubting
the,
Oh,
yourself.
yeah,
the
oh,
work
yeah,
paid off
man.
finally.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things. It's not even like I'm like it paid off because it's not like a
No, you're just
con,
getting
but like
started. But now
yeah, it's
it
just
gets a
a
little
little
tickle.
it's a
It gets a
little
little
taste,
tickle.
but it was like one of those like reality hits moments. It was actually right here in this garage, right?
Yeah.
Right. It was the Thursday night before I was getting ready to leave. Thursday night, or when did we flew out on a Monday? So no, it was like the Saturday night or something like
Yeah.
that. But like I was in here with Kev, and I was like, Kev, I was it just hit. Like, you know
Yeah.
what? Like, and it's weird to describe that moment, but it feels like just kind of like it turns on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's a certain kind of like tingling sensation,
Yeah.
right? And in that moment, I was like, bro, I was like, I for a very long time have told myself like I wish I could do a
Yeah.
YouTube type thing, whether it was me on a camera or travel or this or that, whatever it was, right? But like it was always like I never saw like a vision per se for myself to do those sort of things, right? Whether it was like because of like anxieties or like the type of content, whatever it was, right? But like the reality hit that like I got hired to travel and experience something like this, right? Was just mind-boggling to me, and
Yeah.
that was that moment where I was like, "Damn, that's," because like until then, like I didn't really reflect on the work that I've done,
Yeah.
right? And that's like maybe what's brought in a few more things to light recently, but like I've never really reflected. I'm just kind of like, oh, I'm doing this to stay busy. I'm doing this to stay busy, right? But now it's like, damn, like I was doing this to get better at this.
Yeah,
I did this to position myself like this, right? And like I'm not like by no means like is it end game, right? There's still a million more fucking pieces to be
100%,
played,
brother.
but like it was like that was a moment where I was like, damn, like a little like momentum. I got some
I,
momentum
I
going.
I call that the Goku moment. Like where you literally feel like you're
Yep.
charging up. Honestly, I felt like that a few times. It was like when you do those things that you don't think that there's a saying on Instagram, bro, or there's a meme going around on Instagram right now, and it's like, don't be down because what you're doing right now is what you wish you were doing a year ago. And it's literally that. And
yeah,
like you
Mhm.
just had a moment like that. I feel like I've had moments like that. You yourself too, in some ways. You know what I mean? So it's like but yeah, man, you gotta just hold on tight to those. And the funny thing is like it's the journey, bro.
Mhm.
And the best thing about your situation is you have it documented because you've been on podcasts. You've been sharing your story. You've been on
Mhm.
some of these pods talking about editing, and like probably like not talking like and like we all of us
yeah.
Mhm.
have like literally a video footage, bro, of the growth,
Yeah,
and that's what's fucking dope. I
like a
think.
Right.
diary almost on like how you've changed like week
Yeah,
to week, like even too because it's week to week, so it's a week to week change of who you are as a person.
yeah,
It's kind of fucked up.
yeah,
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Even too, I find like that's kind of a sick part as a creator, or some like those people who actually record like vlogs day to day, and you actually have like a full out story that you can like relive every day, and it's kind of scary in a way.
That is almost like too much.
Yeah.
like too much.
It's the
'cause-
Gary Vee style's a little radical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I wonder if like I've always wondered if I'm capable of something like that, but
Yeah.
like it is a lot because you gotta put everything you gotta put everything out there, right? Even Kai Cenat, right? Like he does, it's the train yards.
Yeah, I thought that was
No,
thunder. I thought we were about to get dropped.
it's the train yards. But Kai Cenat, like so, like he spends a minimum 4 hours a day on live stream, right? Like and like everything else is planned around that, but like for those 4 hours a day, like you can't hide, you can't pretend who
Yeah.
you are, you
Yeah.
can't do any like
Yeah.
you like every movement is seen, sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
That or like vlog, even just like daily vlogs, right? It's a lot of pressure to have like a camera like that on you 24/7.
Yeah. Like the way you gotta do it is just like the Hermosi way, in a sense. Just do a lot of content, record it in one day, have like 10 outfits, get your content out. You're good for like 2-3 months. Like, you're not spending your life on it, but you
Yeah.
have enough unique pieces that look so different and they're adding value that you're good.
I think, yeah, with his, like, at least his content, it works like that, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I find
No,
with, like, those.
but every business, bro.
No,
every business.
but like I'm saying,
even-
like the
you know what-
streamer guys, like those, like we're kind of talking on like that vlog, like
Yeah.
identity. It's like you have to show, like, because there are people who like
Yeah,
are
but some
willing
of those
to
guys
spend-
are crazy. I mean,
But
hey,
that's what
the
I'm
money,
saying,
the
like,
money will make
it
you
pays
fucking
back.
vlog
Yeah.
for 10 hours a day if you need
Yeah.
to.
right? Because
Oh,
you
yeah.
got to think this, like they're doing that, but then there's millions of kids that are doing the same thing they are, but they're not doing anything. They're just watching this guy do something. So that's the crazier part of like how these guys commit to this life. But then it's because you have literally a bunch of people who are sitting like we are right now, but we're watching somebody do
Or,
live their
or
life.
they could just be like cleaning up here in the background. You know what I mean? Like on YouTube. I feel like YouTube now is like kind of like a TV show. Like I'll throw up on my smart TV. I'll throw up YouTube and
Mhm.
throw up like something on YouTube, like a podcast or something like that. Like instead of like,
Oh yeah.
you
It's
know what I
like the
mean?
new-
Bro, it's this weird dilemma right now, but like so between editing and then my personal media consumption, I don't leave my desk, right?
Yeah,
Because like
true.
my personal media consumption, unless it's football, which I'm missing the game right now, but
Are the Ravens
there's
playing right now?
no, Ravens
Oh.
are playing tonight,
Oh,
but Thursday
oh,
night
fuck.
game. But
He wouldn't
So
have done the pod.
between that football
Yeah.
and hockey, it's just YouTube,
Yeah,
right? So like
yeah.
and like most of the time, like I just watch YouTube
Disgusting
at my desk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm still the little video games that I try to get in
Yeah.
now, right? It's still at my desk,
Yeah,
right?
your
Like there's
desk,
no
yeah, yeah.
change of scenery.
Yeah.
But yeah, YouTube's definitely one of those hub like things for entertainment, for shows. Like you've seen the production of stuff like lately, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Like even too,
crazy.
I don't even really watch Netflix as much. Like Netflix would be when I don't want to pay attention to it, like background noise. But YouTube is like the content where I'm like constantly watching. I need to know what's going on, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like even
real.
too, like have you guys found what you watch on YouTube has changed like drastically from like the last year?
Not really.
No,
Yeah. not
Well,
really.
because I'm watching what I always watch.
Yeah.
Shit I look for.
I find I watch a lot shorter stuff. Like those, I used to consume a lot longer content, like hour medias. Now it's like more 15-20 minute, like kind of.
Is that just because you're trying to get more variety media in, or like you can't get engaged anymore?
I think
or-
it's just like sometimes the long content just doesn't. It
What
doesn't.
keeps you engaged, buddy?
I don't even know right now. Like what I've been watching more now is like I guess like commentary on like different things that are going on. So like, for example, if there's like drama going on within like the music industry, like the commentary on that, people breaking it down. Like I kind of like watching that stuff.
What's the most recent drama in the music industry?
It wouldn't even be music industry as much, but it'd be like I've been keeping up with the Jada Pickett and Will Smith, where she's back
Oh.
on her exposing tip.
Bro, that
That is just that.
that
'cause,
is
like,
the definition of a curva right there.
bro, wild.
and
She's
wild.
crazy.
like
bro.
and it's just in like yeah. So like man, it's wild. That's wild just because like it feels like she just keeps trying to like yeah, like I don't know, like you want to express yourself, but like you're burying somebody at the same time, and
No,
like
I-
horribly. And,
No,
like
because it's the money. It's the money.
Yep.
Because she knows that's a big story. We're talking about it on a
Yep.
on a local like
yeah,
a podcast. You know,
It's just
It's
big
the
media.
money.
It's
It's the
big
money.
media.
I don't know. It's fucked.
they hit
up.
you with a
guess
story
clicks.
like that.
Poor man literally is on a plane. Everything like
Bro, you know what even funnier is like the
that's
so because
wild.
of all this stuff popping up, the Chris Rock fucking clips have started circulating again.
Yeah.
So like every like couple clips, I just get to watch like the Chris drop, like the mic drop.
Yeah.
Every time, fucking gets a chuckle out of me.
I mean, hey man, poor Will Smith, bro. I think it's cursed or something, or she's a witch or something like that, bro.
Yeah.
Must be
succubus. That's what
She got to be up there with them, you know,
The
higher
Illuminati?
ups.
Oh yeah, bro.
Higher ups.
Yeah, fuck, bro.
So yeah, they must have been into bald heads or something.
Literally, bro. Literally, bro. Remember she tried to make that trendy?
The what? The what?
The bald head trendy? She tried to make it trendy. I know she has alopecia. Easy now. But all I'm trying to say is she tried to make it trendy. She didn't. She did. Coca smile. Look, zoom in on the smile. If this is a clip, zoom in on the fucking smile on Coca. But she tried to make it trendy.
I'm just letting you keep talking.
I lie?
I'm just yeah. I'm just listening to you.
Yeah, I'm happy you agreed at least.
I'm just, to be honest, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you say.
Okay.
I got your back on this one.
Okay.
So suspect.
But yo,
Yeah.
I wanted to know going and stuff. I know we were talking a little bit before.
It's going just slow. Like right now.
So fam, are you did you get robbed?
No.
Did you get
It's just-
scammed,
it's just-
brother?
no, like straight up, no. It's just been slow. Like to be honest with you,
What the fuck does that?
because like right now we're just focused on like.
Fuck that. You need that information right now.
But exactly,
To be focusing on what the fuck you need in your
Yeah.
situation right now.
I know.
I don't need to know about no fucking.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not meeting.
What happens? What happens?
I just haven't had the conversation. To be honest,
So
yet.
do it, bro. What do you?
I know,
wasting your time for?
100%. Like it is. It is something that has.
What
to
was it? What was Kate? So what was the like what was he bringing to the table?
Where I found is just a lack of
Like
just different groups like that. There's like there's a bunch of like people I've met. Kind of not necessarily, yeah, if you want to put it like that, but it's just also like people that are within the group that also are doing similar things. That's a good way to put it. Yeah,
supposed
that
to be
and honestly,
helping,
that's where I
like,
see that there's
assisting
a
you?
lack. That's a lack, like straight up.
yeah, if you don't want this to go on,
To be
we
honest,
can
we're
cut
probably
it,
gonna
but-
have to cut this. Like,
Yeah.
We're not gonna fucking cut this
yeah,
shit.
like we're
No,
probably,
no, we haven't said nothing. We're not gonna clip this shit.
it's just no, it's just
no,
like
no,
I'd
I'm
rather.
gonna cut this shit. This is good. This is good.
Nah,
Because,
to be honest,
because
nah.
the real listeners, the real ones who are deep, the ones who are real, like, you know,
But,
the
like,
real Nüvida fans are gonna appreciate
100%.
the stories. They're gonna appreciate
100%, but like it's at the same
they're gonna learn
time.
from that.
At the same time, I'd rather have that. Like, I'll speak on the story after the conversation's had because, like, I'm not.
Then
At the
you
moment,
get on that. You get on the phone. You have that conversation.
100%,
tonight.
100%.
That's
What
it,
I was
that's it,
saying,
that's
but
it,
like,
that's it, and that's
I
it.
can't.
And
To
that's
be
it.
honest, I can't
Buddy,
have it go out until the
buddy,
conversation's
buddy,
like.
Into watching the whole fucking
It's not
episode.
necessarily that, but
Episode
it's like,
66. You think
it
you're
will
gonna be
go down
watching?
the. It'll go down the
We're
line.
like 40 minutes
100%.
deep.
You won't go down the
100%.
line.
Like,
You're going down the line easy. This-
I guarantee. Like, I don't know, man. As I said, like, I'd prefer it not to be on until I have the conversation. So.
Like,
Tuesday-
okay,
Tuesdays.
really,
Wednesdays, so we're
like,
good.
well, fuck. Now I want to continue asking digging questions, but like I feel like
Yeah,
we
like,
can't.
but even too, like, I kind of shut me down there, right there. Like, I don't really, because that's something like straight up I don't want to talk about it at the moment until I have that.
What do you
combo.
mean to shut you down, bro?
Okay, true. No. I get that.
All right.
He doesn't want to talk about it, so
Okay.
we'll take care of that.
Fuck.
Fuck. That's
I
about.
don't
I
mean
didn't.
to-
I didn't think it was
don't
going
mean
to
to
go
laugh.
that
I
way.
think it's just the fucking.
I didn't think it was going to go that way. So like, my
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
sorry,
That was,
sorry.
that was sideways.
But
Fucking.
Might as well take a break because I'm gonna shut down off that one for now.
Yo. Okay.
yeah, my bad.
It's cool. It's just like.
I didn't know it was serious.
Okay.
Like, I didn't know it was
Just 'cause, like,
serious.
I
like that,
didn't
yo.
know-
We need a break.
I'm at a loss again.
And as you guys see, the break really didn't do much.
What do you mean you're at a loss again? If everything
As
really goes
as I
to
said,
Is it all going?
yeah, it's going.
as I said, I don't want to get into it. I just see this is just stupid, bro. It's pissing me off right now.
I have genuine questions.
I know, but it's just pissing me off. Like,
knock somebody out.
I'm just saying it just cheesed me because like we had this talk during the break and I felt like we were gonna jump into this again. I thought it was already discussed, we were already spoken of, and like we're going into it again.
No one's going into nothing, bro. Anyways, fuck.
So
cool.
Coca's on his period.
Yeah.
I'll play out.
Yo, don't light the place on fire, yo.
I would love to.
Holy. No, but you know what? At the end of the day, yeah, you live and you fucking learn, boys. You live and you fucking learn. That's it. Cheers to that. Anyone who has a drink or a smoke or anything. Oh, just me? To the person listening, to the person watching. Cheers yourself. And me. Jeez, boys. Anyways, fuck. What else is new with the crew?
Dude, well, like, so the last like 4 weeks, I guess I was gone. Like, so I really haven't had a chance to catch up with y'all other than like listening to those 2 episodes there.
Yeah.
So like you're moved in. That's great.
Yeah, bro. I would say yeah, we're starting to sleep there now. Like 95% moved in. I still gotta get some stuff at my place, but yeah, we're like basically moved in. The Airbnb is operating.
Yeah, the Airbnb. So you like after the process, like, because it's an extensive process to get listed, right?
Not extensive. Like, I think it only takes 2 to 3 weeks to register with a short-term license for London. And then to register with Airbnb, it's just a matter of them validating like your ID and your proof or whatever, which is days. You know what I mean?
And what, like, you guys submit photos or video walkthrough or anything?
No, nothing really like that. Like just a description, pictures, like your address, like they have to verify it's a location. I'm sure they do their own like due diligence and like their back end, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you list it. What I love about Airbnb the most is that you like gauge the prices. So for example, like let's say you have someone who's booking for Friday and Saturday, then what's the chance of someone booking on Sunday and Monday? So you make those cheap because you want to be full instead of like have vacancy, right? So I'm like challenging this one girl, bro, has like 4 to 6 Airbnbs in London. So beautiful. She's a super host on all like 4 or 5, and she has a great strategy. And like I'm challenging her now because I could see that she's adjusting her prices based on my prices.
Oh,
and I could, yeah, exactly.
Immediate
impact, bro. I'm telling you right now, like we listed on the 10th or the 9th, and we've been booked from the 12th through to the 21st. Yeah.
Damn,
and then we have a 2-day break, and then we're booked for another week, and then we have a few bookings in November and December. And like, so we're making some noise because like I'm always every day for 2 hours looking at what the other people are adjusting their prices to, and I'm like slightly like $17 off, $16 off. It's enough to make someone be like, okay, this is the purchase. Like why not? And we're a good location, you know what I mean? So it's been very interesting. The cleaning though, holy fuck, bro.
Any nightmares?
People are just dirty, or
well, no, like we had these 3 guys who booked it from Sunday to they left today, right? So you could only imagine they were cooking at the place the whole time. They were using the bathrooms, 3 guys, all that stuff, right? So when you go upstairs, you're not just like flipping the bed, because we change the bed sheets obviously every stay, right? So you're not just doing that, but now you're cleaning dishes because they have a lot more dishes. They have a lot more like use of the house, right? So it was like by myself, it was like 2 hours, and like I'm trying to leave things spotless and like vacuum every little corner, but it's like fuck, man. Like I understand the cleaning fee, but like I definitely have to outsource that. But that's my spiel.
No, that's hectic, man. That's hectic.
Huh? Not to green clean?
Yeah, I might have to outsource it to green clean. Honestly, some employees in green clean. Honestly, but well, that's always been the plan, bro. Like I remember my brother-in-law back when he used to be part of the company. We made an algorithm. We were so close to making an actual app that would connect a green clean employee with with a cleaning. So for example, we gotta talk about this after.
True.
There's a general like hub that will, whenever someone checks out, and when someone checks in, it'll send a notification, and these cleaners can pick up shifts from the general hub.
It's almost like Uber in a way, but for
Yeah,
cleaners.
yeah, but like not like anybody. Like, you know, you have a solid 5 people and like some students, some people who just want some extra cash, and then they'll pick up the shift. They'll go in, they know the code, and they have a checklist, and they'll do the whole turnover. And the cleaning fee that's charged on Airbnb would be given to the cleaners.
True.
And we've been trying to work on this for like a year, and then obviously COVID happened, and that got a little shifty. But no, I'm definitely bringing that back, because now I'm talking to a lot of investors now who like want me to run their Airbnbs based off like just like the quick performance. Like,
Yeah.
we listed on the 10th, and we in October we're 50% occupied. Like,
Wow.
like so, and that was just listing. The algorithm didn't even know us, but now we're getting like picked up as like a rare find.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we're definitely disrupting the space, but it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. It's all about customer service. We're in a customer service industry now.
Yeah,
We're no
100%.
longer in a like have tenants in there and kind of be hands off, like, in a way. No.
Even too, I remember one of the guys from the IDU, he was telling us that he hired somebody specifically just to answer the messages like at all times. So like if any message came in, they would just do that and then report back to him, kind of thing.
It helps because like the wifey is a co-host, right? So we both have the time to answer the messages and like accept stuff, and yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely lucrative, especially in a busy city. It made me realize how big London is and how demanding it is for the right. Like, you kind of have to make it purpose built for Airbnb though.
That's what I was going to
Which we
ask,
did.
is like, how much does like a niche within your Airbnb matter, right? Like theme, the layout, that kind of stuff.
Everything, bro. Everything. It comes down to the fucking shampoos you're using in the shower.
Really?
You know? Yeah. You know, like they don't have to be expensive. You just have to be kind of like smart with what you buy. Like, the wife is great at this, yo. Like, she'll go to a store, look online, she'll find like these fine looking shampoo, conditioner, body wash containers that look very expensive, but they're not expensive. But like, it's those little touches that actually make a big difference. Because then people are like, oh, like even the neon light. The neon light costs like probably like $200, like close to there, 300. But people love the vibe, the neon light, the posters as you go up the stairs. People are like, oh, that's nice. You know what I mean? Like we probably spent like $200 on just board games and fucking like and cards. Why? So when you're bored and you're having a couple drinks or glasses of wine, you can have like it's all about the experience. You have to like you can. Sorry, I don't want to like down talk it, but living in a house and just like renting a part of your house, or if it's tough if you don't purposely make it for Airbnb. Like you gotta change the whole dynamic for Airbnb. You gotta accept that your house is no longer, and we're in a lucky situation where it's actually separated. Like, that's like, right? You know what I mean? So
right.
It's interesting.
So you would say like you would prioritize Airbnb over like a short term or long term rental, like 3-month rentals or 1-year rentals, like.
Yeah, in this economy, 100% I'd prioritize Airbnb because I'm able to control the prices and the demand.
And so with the Landlord Tenant Board Act and the shit show that we know that is, right? Like, you've seen Mike's situation with the water lady.
Buddy. Doesn't turn off her water.
Yo, Mike, I'll make this a clip for you, more attention. But the tenant board is fucking shit for both sides, honestly. Like, it's no better in hand for you. Gotta wait forever for any so in some cases, like, the people that want to like stand their ground have a little bit better upper hand because it takes so long, right?
Yeah.
But like, does any of that have an impact on Airbnb? Can like a tenant or a guest just overstay their stay?
Absolutely fucking not. And that's the best thing about it. And that's one of the reasons why we chose Airbnb instead of long-term tenant for that unit. Because if I hear or if I see in the cameras too many people or too much noise, I can knock on the door and be like, yo, what's going on here? Yo, something's going on here. I see in the cameras, get out. Yo, I see 8 people. There's only supposed to be 4.
Yeah.
If there's too much fucking party and craziness. And that's it. Like, you know, if
And
that's
what, it's through Airbnb.
and yo, and you know what? And you know what? I'll be like, yo, don't make me take out the dog, bro. You hear him barking. And then he'll be in the background. Yo, like, it's over, yo, Simba.
Bro,
Question.
but the thing is, sorry, just before your question, the thing is we've all been those rowdy mans
We
that show
have.
up too many
We
people
have.
to an Airbnb.
Oh,
Or
fuck yeah.
back in the day, it was just hotel rooms, right? But like, fuck.
And that's why we have to. Well, we don't accept automatic booking.
You screen everything.
We
Okay.
first like they have to go through us first. We have to accept it. You know, like it's tough because like some people are genuinely new to Airbnb, so they have no profile picture. They have no experience. Like the last person that we rented to, the 3 construction workers, they stayed there for 4 or 5 days, and I didn't know it was a risk, but like they were fine. Like it was dirty, yeah, but like that's fucking life with 3 fucking people, especially 3 men. You know what I mean? Like you know how we are. We Airbnb. Psh, you know what I mean? Like let's just be honest.
You get in there, you drop your shit, and you just fucking
and that's it. So at the end of the day, it's like fuck. I forget what I was going at there.
No, I was gonna ask you with the Airbnb. You said that like if you hear anything, what do you have? Like Airbnb deals with it, or do you have to deal with it? Like the people, like too many people and stuff like that.
Oh, I mean, I can deal with it. That's the beauty about it is that I don't have to like call the landlord tenant board or wait for someone else to deal with it. That's the best thing is it's free where I can deal with it.
True.
I'd rather always deal with it.
True.
You know what I mean? I don't want to have to wait for a fucking someone to deal with it. No. I'll go there with Simba. I'm next door.
But then, so like with the like, I think this is a London specific law. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like you can only Airbnb if you live on the property now too.
Technically.
Right? Technically. Yes. So like you already own 2 residents, Sarnia and here, right? And because you and Claudia are married now, right? If it's registered in one name, it doesn't matter. You guys assume the 50-50.
Yeah.
So you can't do a vacation home as a secondary home anymore, right? Because you technically have, well, not technically, you do own 2 residences.
Yeah.
Right? So like how did, like, well, you're saying technically for Airbnb you have to live there. So how do you, because I know that's one loophole, but like how do you get around that if you were to get around?
Well, because we live as one unit. It's there's only one.
But that's so like for expanding.
We're gonna bleep out my address. But like the unit that I own is a duplex. So technically we live there.
But no, sorry, not but like to expand on, like you can't just go buy the neighbor's house and then Airbnb that.
Oh, right? like me right now?
Yeah.
What I would do? Oh yeah, like right now, if I were to try to look to Airbnb, right? Yeah, I mean,
because that's what I was saying with the whole residence thing, right?
Bro, people fucking do it. People do it. The thing is,
where there's a will, there's a way.
Like everything where money is related, there's a gray area, and those who are in the top, they dance in that area. And that's it. That's just the reality of it. You'll find a way. You'll say, yeah, you know, it's an investment property. Yeah, sure, for long-term tenants, blah, blah, blah. Get the mortgage, lock it in. The tenants are going to sign this amount, blah, blah, blah. They're going to pay this amount a month. Then boom, you Airbnb it. Like, who's really going to go after you?
But so Airbnb, like I know it's a London governed law, but Airbnb doesn't have like a sanction or a restriction.
No, because
anything.
Airbnb does not give a fuck about like what, like they're not gonna waste their time tailoring to each city. The city's gonna have to hunt the people who are not operating within their regulations.
Okay.
It's not Airbnb's responsibility. They'll let you list whatever. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people out there who have success for Airbnbs that they obviously are not living there, but like. Are you really gonna?
Well, like the girl with 4, like you said
that,
earlier,
bro.
right?
That
wouldn't that be like
respect to her? You know what? My goal is to go out to coffee for her, bro. Yeah, because she is crushing it, bro. She's booked like all the time, man. Yeah. And the fact that like I think it's 3 out of the 5 are like fully booked. The other 2 are doing okay, and I don't know if they're newer or not. I think they are because they have less reviews, but. I literally see her price matching every single day. And it's funny because every day for 2 hours, I'll work on this. And I got, so I wasn't getting bookings. Like I had bookings all the way to the 21st, but then I'm like, hey, fuck, like we haven't got any more. So I'm doing my discounts and I'm making sure I'm perfect. I'm researching like, okay, like like the weekend price. If you book it for a month, if you book it for a week, if you book it for 3 days within the week, if you book it like add it, and every time you would search, you'd see my Airbnb number 1 off underneath the next best comparable, which is like a luxury Airbnb or like a nice stay. Like I was $17 off, so they'll pick me, and then I got booked the rest of October, two in November, 1 in December, 1 request for February, and then all of a sudden it's pausing, and I am searching those days, and this girl's right there. She's right there with the exact same price of her shit. So I said, yeah, Kurva. I said, the funny thing about you is you have 5 you gotta run. Yeah. And I just have this bad boy. So I'm just gonna triple now.
Yeah. No, that's hype. That's hype.
It's a game, bro. I love it. I fucking love it.
I think that's the fun part of it too, right? Because like every day you're just competing with somebody, and they're competing. Like at least you have a rival in a way.
But the most important part is like providing those people those experiences. That's the thing, bro. The last thing you want is to go to Airbnb and it be nothing you thought, and you're cheesed, and you're like, fuck, I gotta stay here for 3 days. Like, think about that though. Like that's shit though.
Yeah, it is the experience.
So you gotta like.
You never walk into a hotel and feel wowed. Like
you just know
realistically, right? Yeah. It's like all the rooms, it's the same double queen room. Nice even the suite, all the suites are the fucking same, bro. Everywhere you go.
There's some good ones.
Okay, Howard Johnson doesn't count,
buddy. No. Bro,
that's how you know. That's how you know that's a come up 10.
But either way, you know, I get it, the whole experience thing. Like, you don't want to be bored either.
Well, and it's like I said, you're in the customer service experience. So, like, for example, I'll say this one example: the 3 people, construction workers, they were very fob, like very fob, bro. First time they were on Airbnb, I can see because they were newly registered, and when they requested, Airbnb was still trying to register their identity. So it was like barely new. It's probably the first booking, and they go in and then whatever. They're there for 5 days. I believe we left 4 towels in total for 3 people for 5 days, and maybe that's enough. Maybe that's not. We're still learning, but we also said message us if you need any more coffee pods, any more towels, any this. Like we got you. Like don't worry about that. And then this guy doesn't message us for like 3 days, and then we see him smoking outside, drinking outside, and then we walk in and I talk to him and he's like, oh, you know, like, why isn't there towels? Why isn't there coffee pods? Why isn't there this and this and that? And it's like, okay, like Claudia's there, like, oh, like this guy's rude. Like, cause the way he addressed it was like, this is cheap. Like, why isn't there coffee pods? Like, we're staying here for 5 days. And then I'm like, go inside, honey. And then basically I was just like talking to them. I'm like, no, this is good for me to know. Like, thank you. Cause I understand the fobness and I understand like you might think it's a hotel service. So then I got into the house. I drove to Tim Hortons, $20 gift certificate or gift card. Came back like in 5-10 minutes. They were still smoking. And I said, yo, boys, I said, this is for you guys for coffee for the next couple days for you 3. And I said, like what you guys did there was like you guys like taught me, you know, like we can't be so fucking like, oh, like 3 towels. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't my idea. I said leave more. But at the end of the day, it can't. You gotta just rather more than less. You know what I mean? Like, and it's all about the experience because those things matter. And like, I don't know, like if what I did saved us from like a 3-star to a 4-star, or maybe there's no stars. Maybe this guy doesn't even know how to fucking review. It doesn't fucking matter. But at the end of the day, it's about the experience. True. You know what I mean? It's
funny you say the thing about the like the coffee pods, right? And the like not like the hotel with breakfast. My boys with Aladdin, that's why they won't stay in Airbnbs. You know, because he's like free breakfast, brother. I'm like, okay, not an Airbnb then. You book a hotel.
That's so funny. That's so funny, bro.
But it kills me. But I want to show you guys this software real quick. I know you gotta get home.
Oh yeah.
But so we can let's wrap it up. We'll talk about it another time.
Yeah. And appreciate for all the real ones who are listening. You know, and a lot of great things coming, and that's it, boys.
Remember, like, comment, subscribe. You know the use.
That's it. Peace.